Megan Cassella, jump in here. What did we learn?
Hey, Kelly, so the reporters have been in that meeting for close to 2 hours now as they have gone around the room, and nearly every cabinet official has spoken about the president. A lot of it has been very rah-rah in support of everything that they've done in the first 100 days. But just a couple highlights to bring you. The president spoke first, and he did speak a little bit about the status of China trade talks. He did say, quote, at a certain point, I hope we're going to make a deal with China. So with everything still up in the air, it is indicative there that he does want to at some point make an agreement, even though we don't think the two countries at this point are speaking. He also spoke a little bit about GDP, saying this was Biden's economy, not his, as I know you guys have been touching on already. And he did mention, in talking about air traffic control, he mentioned Raytheon and IBM as two companies that might be involved in some contracts to help boost or renew the air traffic control system. I think we saw in the last hour or two both stocks take a little bit of a leg up on that, though it was highly speculative, I should say, from the president. We also heard from the trade ambassador. He held up a sheet of paper, said don't zoom in on this, but he talked about every country in the world coming out wanting to make a deal, everybody except China, as we know. Scott Bessent, the Treasury Secretary, also spoke similarly. He said that for this first 100 days, he viewed that as sort of planting the seeds of all these deals on trade and taxes as well. He said in the next 100 days, we'll be harvesting all of that groundwork. And then finally, Kelly, as you hinted at, there was this moment towards the second half of this meeting where Elon Musk was asked to speak, and he is in the room for this cabinet meeting. We haven't seen him. We don't know that he's been in Washington recently, but he's in there right now. And he spoke a little bit, but the more notable part was the president saying to him, thank you, Elon. You have really sacrificed a lot to be here. They treat you very unfairly. And he also said you were invited to stay as long as you want, but at some point, I guess he wants to get back home to his cars. And after those remarks, Kelly, the entire room broke out in applause. There wasn't actually a goodbye there, but it very much had the feeling of something of a farewell for Elon Musk, who reportedly, as we've been reading and talking about recently, is on his way out of Washington and taking more of a back seat versus what he's been doing, Kelly, in this first 100 days.